Good morning class 4 students. Welcome to your social science online class. As you know that we are going through the chapter 14 transport and communication. In this chapter we have talked about transportation, road transport and rail transport. What is transportation? Transportation is a means of taking people and goods from one place to another, and we have talked about road transport. India has the second largest road network in the world, and we have talked about railways. India has the largest network of railways in Asia and the fourth largest in the world. Today, we are talking about air transport. Transportation by air is the fastest and the most expensive mode of transport. It includes aeroplanes and helicopters. Aeroplanes can transport both people and goods over very long distances across large river bodies like seas and oceans. Today, almost all nations of our world are interconnected by air transport. Helicopters are most useful during floods, earthquakes, and droughts. They help to transport food and medicines to areas where it is difficult for other modes to transport to reach. India has many airlines and many cities have airports. What are the advantages of air transport? It can be used to reach places that have no access by road. They are used to transport perishable goods such as fresh flowers, fruits, and vegetables, as the travel time is short. So, air transport is very expensive and fastest means of transport. Now, we are talking about water transport. Water transport is very useful for transporting heavy and bulky goods such as coal, iron ore, and timber over long distances. Rafts, boats, and sailboats were the earliest means of water transport. Today, we have big ships with steam or diesel engines. Cargo ships are used to transport goods internationally. For example, oil tankers carry oil. However, water transport is very slow. India has a number of important ports on the west and east coast. In social science, we have talked about eastern coast and western coastal plains. So, these are the coast where water transport is done. Water transport is very slow. India has a number of important ports on the west and east coast: Kandla, Mumbai, Marmagao, Mangaluru, Kochi, Tuticorin, Chennai, Vishakhapatnam, Paradip, and Kolkata. These ports are well connected with many ports of the world. Navigable rivers, lakes, and canals are known as inland waterways. The Brahmaputra and the Ganga are very useful and as inland waterways. Boats and steamers are mostly used as the means of transport in these waterways. What is navigable? Navigable means crossable. Which are crossable are called navigable. Navigable rivers, lakes, and canals are known as inland waterways. The Brahmaputra and the Ganga are very useful as inland waterways. Boats and steamers are mostly used as the means of transport in these waterways. What are the advantages of water transport? Is the cheapest means of transport. It can be used to transport bulky goods over long distances. Bulky means heavy. Okay, so water transport is the cheapest means of transport. And which is the expensive means of transport? Air transport. Okay, and India has largest railway network in Asia and fourth largest in the world. And India has the second largest road network in the world. So we have talked about road transport, rail transport, air transport, and water transport. Air transport is the expensive mode of transport and is the fastest means of transport, and water transport is the cheapest means of transport, and rail transport is largest network of railways in Asia and the fourth largest in the world. And railway transport is the cheapest means to transport bulky goods. and they can carry large volumes of goods and people at the same time. Okay, and the longest national highway in India is NH44, starts from Srinagar in the north and ends in Kanyakumari in the south. So go through this chapter. We have talked about 4 water transport. We have talked about transportation also. So go through this chapter. Next part of this chapter, communication, we will discuss in next class. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.